Welcome to a course on sequence and series. In this lecture, we are going to talk about Cauchy's integral test. Here, we are considering some series which is the series of positive terms. Right? Here, the terms are monotonically increasing as well. So, what do we mean by monotonically increasing? That we have already seen. Let us recall that too. That is, your un has to be smaller than or equals un plus 1. This has to be true for all the n. Right? We are considering a series of positive terms with monotonically increasing terms. Then what is going to happen is that this series and this integral. Okay. What is this u of x? Here every term un is a function of n. This may be treated as u of n. Right? With this we are forming this integral, right? And this integral as well as this summation converge or diverge together. Right? What do we mean by the convergence of an integral? It means your integral has to give you some finite value. If it is so, then we say that this integral converges. Right? Okay. With this convergence, can we identify the limit of a convergence to this series? We cannot certainly predict what is the limit of the convergence, but we can predict the range into which the series converge. Right? Suppose the series converges to some limit s, then that will be the member of I comma I plus u1. What is this I? This I is the integral value of this. Right? Now let us see an example. Summation 1 upon n power p. Right? We have checked the convergence of this series with the help of other techniques. Now let us see with the help of this Cauchy integral test. Okay? Consider the integral 1 to infinity 1 upon x power p dx. Right? And what is the integral value? This integral value can be seen in two ways. That is, when your p value is 1, it is what? Simply 1 upon x. Then you are going to have log x. Right? When your p value is not equals 1, you are going to get x power minus p plus 1 upon minus p plus 1, to which you will have to substitute the limit. Right? Now, what is this value? When your p is 1, when you substitute the limits, you are going to get log infinity minus log 1. Log 1 is 0. Log infinity is infinity. Okay. Here, if you substitute x is equal to infinity, what are you going to get? You have infinity power something. Right? And here, this may also be written as x power 1 minus p upon 1 minus p. For the convenience purpose, we are writing this way. Okay? And you just look now. Infinity power something you have. If this is a positive quantity, you are going to get infinity. Whatever may be the quantity that you subtract from infinity, it still remains infinity. So, this will be infinity if 1 minus p is bigger than 0. 1 minus p bigger than 0, this implies what? P smaller than 1, right? Okay. What if 1 minus p smaller than 0? If 1 minus p is smaller than 0, this is a negative quantity. Therefore, x power some negative quantity will take it to the denominator and hence it becomes 0. When you substitute infinity, this term becomes 0. So, 0 minus, when you substitute 1, what are you going to get? You are going to get 1 upon 1 minus p. Right? So, this is what? This is p bigger than 1. Okay. With this, we may come to a conclusion that this integral converges for p bigger than 1 and diverges for p smaller than or equals 1. This is what we have already derived using some other techniques. Okay, here we are getting something of this sort. And what is the I value? It is 1 upon p minus 1. Here we have minus 1 upon 1 minus p. This may also be written as 1 upon p minus 1. And this is for what case? Only for the case when p is bigger than 1. Now, what is the range for s? It is I comma I plus u1. Okay, what is going to be I? It is 1 upon p minus 1 and 1 upon p minus 1 plus what is the first term in the series? The given series is 1 upon n power p. So when you substitute n is equal to 1, you are going to get 1. So this is what? S belongs to 1 upon p minus 1, and when you do this calculation, what are you going to get? You are going to get p upon p minus 1. This is the range to which the given series converges. Okay, your convergence limit will lie in this limit only. Now let us check the convergence of summation n runs from 2 to infinity 1 upon n times of log n to the power p. Right? For this sequence, let us check the convergence. Here, when we write the integral, what are we going to get? Integral 2 to infinity 1 upon x log x to the power p dx. Right? To solve this integral, let us make use of the change of variable. That is, substituting t is equal to log x. What is dt? It is 1 upon x dx. So, and the limit x 2 to infinity and t log 2 to infinity. So, it is going to be log 2 to infinity 1 upon t power p dt. Right? So, this is simply what? T power minus p plus 1 upon minus p plus 1 over log 2 to infinity. It is just like what we have did in the previous problem. So it is going to be what? It is going to be even here. Actually, this is for the case when p not equals 1. Okay, when p equals 1, what are you going to get? You are going to get simply log t over this limit. Okay, for this case, when your minus p plus 1 is a positive quantity, you are going to get infinity, right? And for minus p plus 1 less than 0, you are going to get what? When you substitute infinity, you will get 0. And when you substitute log 2, so log 2 to the power minus p plus 1, you have minus here upon minus p plus 1. So this is the case when p bigger than 1, and this is the case when p smaller than 1. Okay, here also what you are going to get? Infinity. So the given series also converges, that is, this converges for the case when p bigger than 1 and diverges for p smaller than or equals 1. And what is the limit of convergence? Right? Suppose this converges to S, means that S belongs to the integral value I. We will have to find out the I. This is I. So it is simply what? Log 2 to the power minus p plus 1 upon 1 minus p. Let us write this way. And it is going to be log 2 to the power minus p plus 1 upon 1 minus p. And when we substitute the first term of the series, when you substitute 2, what are you going to get? You are going to get 1 upon 2 log n2. So plus 1 upon 2 log 2 to the power p. So this is the limit in which your convergence is going to be there, right? Thank you for watching.